au quotidien. C'est sur Terre, oui.
I had to be quiet. Oh, that might be a little too loud. Let me see. Let me see. Is that so cool? Did it music, guys? I had to be quiet. Oh, let me stop. Okay. All right, moving forward. Wendy, I am very, very sad about this. I'm actually I'm a little bit pissed to the earth. You know what? I am so Daniel Tiger when it comes to this. Two feelings at the same time, and that's okay. I don't know how loud that is. So I feel so many different ways about this because a lot of people would say, "Hey, this is our karma. Look at all the shit she's talked." But guys, what the French toast is going on? Like, what happens when you just sit and watch? Bro, Wendy has not been the same since she fell down that day. And I'm actually going to go into that fall on this month's ATAT. That's right. It's once a month, and that is as the algorithm turns, and that's going to be on the Consumer Arena channel. And I actually meant to. It is so late, bro. It's just like, ugh. I'm like a beast for doing this much preparation this short amount of time. Like, I'm not even like being like all like, yeah, but like I really freaking am. Like, you have no idea. Move forward. But yeah, if you don't love yourself, who the fuck is gonna? Damn it, man. That's why I love me. You're the best. I know, thanks. But yeah, so moving forward. She's never been the same since that fall. I'm actually going to go into that on this month's ATAT, and then it's like at the end of the month. But as long as I get it out, okay? So, and I am. I totally am. It's actually going to be coming up this week. And I feel like that was actually a pinnacle for all of us when she fell. I mean, it actually showed us that things just really weren't going to be the same. She wasn't the same, and we actually weren't the same. New York wasn't the same. So, so with Kevin, or Calvin, whatever his name is, I feel like she allowed her pride and she allowed her pride and public embarrassment to dismantle her carefully choreographed lie or life, that she had orchestrated with this man. And it's very sad because however it looked to us, however it seemed to us, however we felt, like if we felt like he didn't love her enough or whatever that case may have been, that was just our opinions. It didn't matter. Because damn it, man, in the reality, in the big scheme of things, it's very clear that no one out there loved her as much as he did, because no one out there is shielding her, is protecting her, taking care of her, or handling her business the way this man did. And it's very sad and unfortunate. And so I guess the empathy is coming from a place of non-judgment. I wouldn't say that what she did to the people during her career was right, of course not. But what's happening to her right now isn't right either. Just because we weren't all on the very inner workings of Britney Spears' entire life. And I know it seems like I'm really going off here for a second, but just bear with me, because what I'm about to say is that we need to start some sort of a campaign for Wendy. I feel like there has to be some sort of a Save Wendy campaign or something. That can happen, and I don't understand why not, because if you have a thing, they have a thing for Britney, they did it for Britney, why not do it for Wendy? And is it because of, like I said, because of the shit she's talked in the past. It's because of, who she is. You know, just because you don't know every single thing that this person, and I'm not comparing her to Britney Spears. Okay, I love Britney. Okay, I don't think Britney's perfect. I think something happened with that whole "Cry Me a River." You know what I mean? But we did find out that Justin was an asshole when he snatched a titty out of Janet's shirt a couple years later. Total freaking creep. Moving forward, no one loved Wendy the way Kevin did. Calvin did, and I just feel like she made a big mistake, and I don't understand how this happened where she even allowed public. So you know what it was? I forgot. It was not just public opinion that ended that whole. That wasn't what it was. It was the fact that the baby came along, and that was the one and only rule and deal breaker thing they had. And I just think that she should have maybe had let that go, right? Now, maybe at some point he would have made a decision and it would have fallen apart, but the world may never know now. She should have held on to him, and we can clearly see this is a horrible idea. Uh, months, I think a year now, year later, something like that. Um, so what the is going on with this jeweler? Who the French toast is Will Selby, and why the French toast is he treating Wendy like a freaking cat? He's giving her shiny things to play with to keep her busy and fancy feasts. And that is a bunch of bullshit. Un momento, por favor. So the headline of OK Magazine says, this is career suicide. Wow. This is what they said in reference to her having this guy, Will, her jeweler, be her manager. This is career suicide. Wendy Williams' former jeweler, Will Selby, is now her manager, trying to put together a $100 million podcast deal with zero experience. Wow. Wow. Is that the gist of it? I didn't think that that's what he was expecting out of it. Okay. Okay, no. This is career suicide. After getting pushed out of her own TV show, Wendy should be working with the best in the business to try and make a comeback. Instead, she has hired the guy she bought earrings and rings from, a source exclusively tells OK. Wendy has always had questionable judgment about the people she surrounds herself with, but hiring her jeweler as her manager has even shocked people who have known her for a very long time. They said, this is some extraordinarily bullshit, some extraordinarily dumb shit. Okay, you're really high now. See here. Yeah, I mean it's past high. It's concentrated high. It's like when you've eaten like so much chocolate or something and then like you smell like bleach or like you know what I mean you something you know what I mean it's like one of those things. Selby, or is that just me? Oh my gosh, I love chocolate. Selby is doing interviews claiming the pair are launching a podcast, The Wendy Experience, from Wendy's $4 million New York City penthouse. The podcast is never going to happen, adds an insider. Wendy and Will have got it into their heads that Wendy should be getting $100 million like Joe Rogan to do a show. No one is going to pay them that. Plus, the new business partners think they can just call up Will Smith and get him to sit down and tell all to Wendy. They are delusional. They might be able to get Bethany Frankel, but no big star is going to be interviewed by unpredictable Wendy. And they've got her laying down on the ground like a fish on that Hollywood star. As OK previously reported, the 57-year-old is preparing for her latest endeavor. Yes, Will, Selby, and I are in partnership. Will did all of this for me. Will and I are partnership, and the beginning of what we're going to do podcast will be the certain person, and then we will continue podcast. And honestly, I don't know what a podcast is. I can live for the rest of my life doing absolutely nothing. I can wait to fall in love. Wow. Wow. I can't wait to fall in love, she said in an interview. Wow. That's all in one run on sentence. Wow. This is horrific. This is actually very, very sad, and this is one of the reasons why I don't know, like, I just needed to say something because and this is why I'm like, "Oh my gosh." Because wait, oh, one momento. Guys. I hope that music's not too loud, but, I wanna get back to this thing with Wendy. So, let's just continue the thing with Will, right? Will, oh gosh. However, the duo haven't started just yet. Every time we wanted to do so, someone is trying to offer me something so that they can partner with us. Selby revealed to the Sun. Now, see, we heard this. As we heard it, this actually came out of Wendy's mouth. Okay is saying that Selby has said this, so I guess Selby has said the same thing. I started the process of considering shooting something with our first potential guest, as Fat Joe. He continued, he's ideal because he's somebody that she trusts. He is a New York icon, and he was the last person that she spoke to. I figured we should pick it up from there. I figured we should pick it up from there. He's using words like I figured and started the process considering. He's not done anything. Wow. Oh man. And I want you guys to keep in mind that he's a jewelry maker. So that's very important. Because remember what I said. I mean, because out of all the people that were around her that they could have gotten to sick on her, it was just very easy, right? They gave her someone that can give her plenty of shiny things, and none of these things actually are going to mean anything in her possession. You understand? Because clearly, I I hope I'm wrong, and it's just a pessimistic point of view. But I think Wendy's already dead, and I'm sorry to say that for the family members, the loved ones, and all this thing. So I want to say spiritually, and I think if this is your family member and you're looking at her, I think you can clearly see that as well. That she's not there. She's not there. She's not the same person, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss. Expeditiously, I apologize. Um, this is my show though, and this is my thing, and I am going to say exactly how I feel, and it's not going to be the nicest. And I am in no way, shape, form, or fashion trying to be like anyone on this earth. There's only one me. There will only ever will be. Um, first, last, and only. Nah, thank you, Lord, for that. Um, so this is not me trying to be like her or anything like that either. And thank God for the witnesses that I have in my life that already know me. Um, so and I mean this is just the beginning. I plan on this is the reason why I created this segment because it's it's a little more deeper than unpopular opinion in my own point of view. But I want to be clear, it is my opinion, it is my point of view. And it's you could call it pessimistic, but it's absolutely 100% fucking reality. And I think that 2022 period, this entire freaking world, bro. I mean, like, are you kidding me? Like, once I found out, like, what this shit is all about, so if I really get into it and I really say the things I want to say the things, then they'll fucking demonetize the channel before I even get it monetized, right? So we at least got to get there first. So I'll just I'll hit them with the slow pimp game. So moving forward, and moving forward we shall. I'm gonna go ahead and play this clip. We just read the article. Thank you, OK Magazine, um, for what they had to say, and they have stated that Wendy is committing career suicide.
They don't have any money. I
Right,
feel
so
like
let's listen to this.
that's the biggest excuse in the world because, like I said, 90% of people that are successful
I'm
didn't
sorry
have
this is
money.
not that loud.
When I started this jewelry
I did
stuff,
everything except for that.
when I
forgot about that
started
part.
every business that I did, I didn't have a dollar. I had to figure it out. I had to find a way. So not having any money, when people say, "Oh, I don't know as
I don't
many
know if you
people
guys
you
can
do,"
hear him. I hope
you
so.
think
Let
I
me
just
see.
woke up and knew half the world? I had to build these relationships. I had to do good business. So just anything that you're telling yourself as a reason as to why you can't progress, I just think is a waste of time.
This nigga.
What is an excuse to you?
Oh my gosh. Do you guys hear this? Wait. This nigga think he okay, I gotta calm down with this, right? Niger. This ninja think he is Damon Dash. That's who we think he is. He's a fake Damon Dash. So he spent a lot of time around Damon Dash. He's probably because he's clearly has. And I know he has like some natural similarities to this man, but you are not Dame Dash at all. He definitely wants to be. I can hear it in his voice. I don't know how much of that is put on. You don't articulate like him at all. I don't even hear that it's there. You don't speak that way. And even when the magazine is like conveying what you're saying and you're speaking the same way. Like you didn't even change it up. This is traceable. I'm confused. I'm confused because this is a grown man and this is a mogul. This is Wendy Williams, and this is what OK Magazine was talking about. They said that this was really like, for lack of a better word, they said that this was stupid even for her. Oh my gosh. So this is who's handling Wendy's money now. This is probably Wendy's money right here.
I hate when people say they don't have any money. You know, I feel like that's the biggest excuse in the world.
Yeah.
Even though I'm kind of already there, I feel like there's another mountain that I could climb on top of.
Look at Wendy.
I'm trying to get my circle stronger.
Wendy's lost. And she's not coming back. And this is who she's giving her money to, and this is what he's doing to her money. And I mean, this is very clear that this is what's going to happen. This is the nature of the thing now. Wow. I think that this is awful. This is like a perfect storm again. Just like the damn shit that they put on us. And you know what shit I'm talking about. This is it. It's a perfect storm for Wendy as well, because you got a guy that's sitting up here, very, very much constructed like Kevin, in an outward appearance. Definitely not the heart of the soul of that man. So shout out to Alexis K. Tyler, because there was yeah, go ahead and check out her channel, please. And subscribe, because they don't monetize her or me either. Hey, don't forget to cash at me. But yeah, she has a video, and I think you should just kind of put it in the search like Alexis K. Tyler, Wendy Williams, Alexis K. Tyler, Super Bowl, Wendy Williams. And you're going to find that shit. And I would suggest you, because I think I'm actually not gonna go into that more on ATAT, because that is gonna be a live show that I know that they could just like easily just stop the live, when you talk about like certain things. And if you are familiar with Alexis K. Tyler, then you know what I mean. Let me just go ahead and finish looking at this guy's shit. Jewelry. Look at this stuff. I think he made this for Meek Mill, because this is actually like Meek's thing on Twitter. Like he'll go to and from using this as his like Twitter handle thing. This is a lot of gaudy jewelry that I would not be caught dead in. I'm just saying I wouldn't. Yeah. So to each its own. This is horrific. So it's plenty of things to keep cats busy, right? Plenty of things, plenty of shiny things to keep you busy. And again, none of these things.
They don't have any money. I feel like
none of these things this man actually owns. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean that too. And so I don't this jewelry that he's supposedly giving Wendy, he knows that he's not giving her a damn thing. He knows that this is more so on being placed on a shelf right now. You are being a keepsake for these things right now. Because the jewelry will outlast her. And so he knows he's gonna get the things back, and people don't do anything for nothing. This man, um, he said, well, let's see.
they don't have any money. I feel like that's the biggest excuse in the world because, like I said, 90% of people that are successful didn't have money. When I started this jewelry stuff, when I started every business that I didn't have a dollar. I had to
When I
figure it out.
started this
I had to
jewelry
find
stuff,
a way. So, not having any money, when people say, "Oh, I don't know,"
he has on a T-shirt that says, "Does that say
as
Vuitton?
many
Was that
people
a
as you
Louis
do,
Vuitton
you think I
T-shirt?
just
I
woke
don't know what's going on." She's in big trouble. She's in very big trouble. This is very scary. I'm hoping that here's the thing. People live their own life, they make their own decisions, right? And so going back to why are they not going to start a Wendy Williams campaign or petition or fund me or whatever, save Wendy fucking thing? I don't. So I'm thinking people are not feeling the same way for Wendy as they feel for Britney's, because Britney's like, Britney's a mom. Well, Wendy's a mom, but you know what I mean. Britney's younger. Britney's Caucasian. Britney was a pop star. Britney wasn't talking a bunch of shit about people. Even for Wendy's job, like when Wendy's job wasn't favorable, it wasn't admirable or anything. You know what I mean? Like people, like she got shit for that job. Period. People don't like media. People don't like the blogs. People don't like those kinds of people. And then Wendy, the only thing that Wendy did was just kind of tell her absolute opinion about how she felt about the celebrities, and it just wasn't always nice. It just rarely was nice. And but it was just very raw and very real. That was just it though. And I mean, if you look at the world at large, is there really a lot of nice things to fucking say? I mean, it's not, unless we're talking about animals and children um in the kingdom of heaven, and that's not on this earth. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. I've always loved and adored Wendy, and just felt what I saw was like just like a real person speaking, right? And saying the things that we're all thinking. But then then there's tact, and then there's tactless, right? Well, there's tact, and then there's without tact. So I think that sometimes she delivered her opinions without tact. I think that what people keep on forgetting is that they are just that. They are opinions. And it's not fair that if I start talking today or tomorrow and a lot of people just start listening and they start agreeing with my opinion, that someone else says 250,000 followers down the line, hey, you have a platform, you have a responsibility to to kiss my fucking ass, bro. Are you dumb or fucking what? Because like, if I can sit here and if I can have 1 to 2 to right now says the top people that were in here was 4, listening to what I'm saying and no one's giving a shit, then you're not going to tell me what the fuck I'm going to say at 40, 400, 4,000, or 4 million. Like you're not going to do that. Because what you're going to say now is, you don't have to listen to her. You can go to another channel. I'm not, you know what I mean? I don't read this shit. Why does it matter if 4 people decide to listen to me now, but 40 million decide to listen to me later, and then I all of a sudden need to become socially responsible? Like, that's a bunch of bullshit. You guys don't care. And when I say you guys, I mean the powers that be that are not human beings at all. You guys don't care about the impact anything has on anyone. If it's negative, that's exactly what they want society to just decompose. That's exactly what they want. So what it is you just want certain people to be heard, certain voices that will engineer the decomposing of society, certain voices that will facilitate the self-destruction of the melanated man and woman, especially the woman. That seems to be a very prevalent spell, is the self-destruction spell. Moving forward, so once I have taken a step back and I have digested all of what this shit is, what it means, what is going on, I think one of the biggest things we need to realize in today's world is that we sold ourselves into that very unfortunate event that happened hundreds and hundreds of years ago, and we continue to sell ourselves into it today, and into every other goddamn trap that's been set for us. Yeah, we're doing it to ourselves, and I'm speaking to melanated people, but I want to say all people, really, guys, because, well, that was melanated people at first, right? Because what we have to realize as melanated people is that our biggest enemy looks just like us, right? Because if they didn't know the language, then how are they able to, you know what I'm saying? Like there's just a lot, right? But I have to tell you that it is us. It is definitely us. And I don't even have to go into all that, when the ship met the damn shore type of history lesson. Oh, yeah. So basically, guys, I wanted to say, please be careful with stop automatically thinking that everybody that's against you looks opposite from you, because that is not true. A lot of times, it is someone that's laying in the bed next to you. It is it's a person you thought was a friend. It doesn't matter. God damn it. What I'm saying is melanated people have always hated melanated people the goddamn worst. And the reason for that is if we look alike, and then you're going here in life, but I'm going here, then my whole thing is, now this is just hypothetically, because this is absolutely 100% not who the fuck I am. Actually, I am speaking of people who I absolutely despise. And when I say that, let me be clear. I despise people of any fucking color that think, act, or operate in this manner in which I'm about to explain. When we look alike, but you see that I am going here and you are going there. I'm being treated this way, but you're being treated that way. And then you're trying to find every fucking reason why that is so. Oh, it's because she's this. Oh, it's because she's that. Well, God damn it. If I'm brown and you're brown and I'm short and you're short, what the fuck is it? Oh, so now it's going to be, oh, because you're fat and because I'm skinny? Or is it because, oh, but guess what? If I was, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is bullshit. And I really, really despise people that are like that. And what I found, and I've grown up in a multicultural place, very diverse schools. This is a melanated problem. And I do not say black because black is a lack for a better word. It's ridiculous that we have allowed it for so long, but I do understand the very, very harsh horror and realization of the spell that has been placed on us. And it just wasn't one, is what I realized, that this thing has been layered and layered as layers upon layers. It is just like you are very, very blessed and touched by an angel if you can reach out above the thick of this shit and you can breathe and you can see and you can comprehend and you do understand what I'm saying, and really and be like, oh God, thank God, you know what I mean, and understand it all. This is horrific. What they mean to do to us is horrific. And I just pray. I pray for the best for all of us. So the selling out of each other. Okay. So back to that. So then it gets something that keeps boiling down to the situation where a person feels like, so it's jealousy, right? So that is prevalent just within the community itself by us looking alike. And what people don't understand is that we are individuals. My parents are different. Your parents are different. So the way you were raised is different. The way geography means that we're in different places, damn it. So that means we're groomed differently. Also, there are different tribes of people. Also, there are pedigrees of women. There are. You know what I'm really can't stand about today's world is how fucking hard it is to tell the truth and have it just be accepted as that, just the fucking that. Or even, let's just say it's not truth. It could, I get a little jumbled up. I'm not a professional speaker. God damn it, okay? I turn on my phone just like all the rest of you fuckers. Moving forward. And I actually didn't. I actually use a laptop. But anyway, you know what? Shout out to the goddamn content creators who can do 100% everything on the fucking phone. Because I do not know how to do that. I cannot function that way. I cannot function that way at all. I know a guy who actually has looked for jobs, found jobs, created his whole resume on a phone. I don't understand how that's done. That's a very talented soul. Moving forward, I get really like about some things, right? So I'm sorry, I probably got really like overexhausted. I got overheated about that. I get really excited, really upset. I'm passionate about certain shit. Sorry, I lost where I was. I'm very sorry. But what I think I was saying was about how like I don't like people who are like fucked up about other people just because they're different. You know what I mean? And like I've not ever been one to say that, well, why wasn't it me? You know, and I did the same thing so and so did. Get the fuck out of here. Obviously, what you also have to realize is rejection is God's protection. It motherfuck is. You should always strive for your goals and your dreams and do the best. But god damn it, if you are doing things like smartly, using your freaking brain, then you're gonna understand when things are working out for you and when they're not. And so you should get when it is a rejection, and let that be your protection and move the French toast on. I have not ever looked at, and let me be honest, okay? Because I'm a woman now. I started out as a girl and a child, right? So of course there was times where there were things that I wanted, and I couldn't understand why I couldn't have those things. But damn it, man, I learned very quickly why I couldn't have those things. So what happens with us as melanated people, I see moreover than any other culture in the world, is we can be in the same situation and we can get two different outcomes, and then the one person is feeling jealous or wondering why, and then this whole wonderment and the confusion turns into hate. And when you have this crack of hate, then you have a force that can come and go and slip in between that crack. And hey, you want to beat her? You want to beat this guy? Do you want to know what they got that you don't? Well, I can give it to you. You know what I'm saying? So now you let in the fucking devil because you did not look inside of yourself first. Rather, you look to the person next to you. That makes absolutely no fucking sense. I've not ever been that sort of person. And I thank God for that. Because now, like I said, look, let me be clear. I was a child that personally, yes, there have been things that I wanted, couldn't have, and then I understand why. I've not ever looked at another person and wanted something that they had and then allowed it to turn. Then I go to an unknown force to figure out why this is happening and trying to get it that way. Or then I've allowed this feeling to turn into hatred or animosity or jealousy or something really fucking weird. This is weird. This is weird, and this is what happens all the time. And a lot of what happened. So what's happening with Wendy right now? So I said all that to say, and I'm going to bring that up so many more times because that is our absolute biggest problem as melanated people. We've been selling each other out for a very long time, and it's pretty disgusting. So what is happening with Wendy Williams right now is that this man, oh God, so she's being like sold and resold, right? So this man has agreed to partake in finishing her off. So he was picked out. There's always players that are always set into play, right? Always, right? I mean, even if it was Wendy herself who picked this man out as a jeweler, do you see how she still constructed her own downfall? Because she chose him because in her mind he looked like Kevin. In her mind he reminded her of Kevin, right? And I mean, she chose him a very long time ago to be a jeweler. What in the hell would make her think to choose him as being a manager? That had to be another outside voice. Then, of course, it was his, right? His was one of them. But I believe it was more than his, right? There's more than one person that wants to take Wendy down. When I look into her brother's face, because his eyes is all so telling that it's a bit creepy. You look into his overall face. Well, first of all, he reminds me of that oh gosh, Beetlejuice. And I don't mean booty juice. That's the official kingpin. I actually mean Beetlejuice. Because on Beetlejuice there's an animal. There's a creature. There weren't animals. And it stretched out like a long nose. And there was like an eye, but it's really, really weird. And it's also, oh my gosh, it's also a thing. It's a thing on, oh my God, it's like an animated short on Mad TV. And it's white and it wears black. That guy, Wendy Williams' brother, looks like that creature. So he creeps me out from that overall look, right? I don't believe he's very trustworthy just because of the timing of him coming forward and all that, all that shit when he did and all that and the whole channel and all, wow. I feel like he does and says a lot of things behind the scenes, and I feel like now that he's not talking so negatively against Wendy is because he has more of a hand in Wendy's life, which ultimately is her demise. This is so sad because it just feels like Wendy became her show. Like the Wendy Williams show was Wendy Williams. So when that show left, I just feel like I know that they're always grooming us for something, and it's very it's very shudderful, right? But they definitely groomed us for something with Wendy's whole departure from television, with that fall she took, and not in that order. But I knew that it wasn't going to be over, as far as like we are going to be forced to watch her disintegrate. I don't know what the fuck we did to deserve it. But I know that if you want to find out some of what she did, you can check out Alexis K. Tyler. I don't understand why that's not being monetized like some of the other tarot channels aren't monetized. Well, let me be clear. They don't have a problem monetizing the tarot channels, but they don't monetize the channels where they speak directly to like demons. I don't understand that. And I actually am very clear now that she said herself she's speaking to the demons, right? I'm not really sure what's all going on over there. At one point, I thought it was absolutely his soul and spirit that was coming to her. Now I'm not so sure. I think that they may be familiars, that they call them familiars. I know for a fact that demons are coming to her though and speaking to her and telling her about things that are happening in our world today. And, and I mean, they're basically telling her their plans and the things that they have been doing. And I mean, that's really the gist of it. And I mean, it's something to take a look at for sure. I think I'm gonna wrap it up there, and I'm absolutely gonna put a link to her video in this video when it's done. Gotta wait for that processing time, and then I'm recording it, so yeah, it's still late. I ain't gonna do shit with this till tomorrow. Yeah, guys. So I think that's it, man. So the guy, okay, so that guy is he's a part of the whole takedown. Will Selby is a part of the Wendy Williams finale. Because whatever they want to make sure that whatever money she does make, she doesn't have a dime of that either. Like they want to ruin the very last chance that she has of making any money off of her own damn name. And so when they destroyed her mind, they already won. And they were doing that slowly. But I want to be clear that we all have free will. And so this may be another reason why they're not fighting so hard, why there's nothing started for Wendy at all. We all make our own decisions. I mean, so did Brittany. But and that story has yet to unfold as well. This is all just sad. And regardless of what decision a person makes or the free will that they have, it just doesn't feel right. This is someone's mother. This was someone's wife. And there's just a lot of people involved. And it's almost as if they're acting as if she's dead already. They're acting as if they said goodbye already. And it's just like us that need to catch up. There's some very disturbing photo of her online. I ain't going to share that tonight. I'm actually going to share that on the Consumer Arena channel when I do the As the Algorithm Turns show. And in that photo, she looks legit. She looks gone. And then you have Nene Leakes and Marlo Hampton posing with her. It's just God, it's scary, guys. Well, I am actually going to be praying for all of us, all of the melanated people out there, because we need it, and all of the people out there collectively, because we need you guys, and you guys need us, and we need each other. I mean, we are brother and sister, brother and brother, sister and sister. I mean, it's the truth. It's the story of Esau and Jacob. So, and I think this time we need to realize that it's our story. It's not the devil's story. It's not about him. He's fucking lost, guys. We got to get it together, and we got to understand that whole thing, there's a lot of things that are just, we can say that they're real, right? But are we really going to let them keep affecting us to the point of extinction? You know what I'm saying? So, with all that being said, take care of yourself